the first survey that we're going to do is the ARC Self-Determination Survey, this one right here. And so this is a survey that asks you to tell us a little bit about the things that you do for yourself and by yourself. And it has 72 questions, or 72 items in it, and they're in the 4 sections, like I told you. The first section looks at autonomy. The second is psychological empowerment. The third is self-realization. And then the other is self-regulation. So, I know we've talked about this, but do you have any more questions? All right, so I'm going to put your name right here, Bill Anderson, right?
Yes.
Okay. Today is
10/3/13.
10/3/13, and we're at UMKCIHD, and my name is Frank. No, I'm kidding. My name's not Frank. George.
George.
All right. Okay. So this first section has some questions, and I just want, as I list each question, or I say each question, if you would just tell me, in the best way, the answer that best fits your life. Okay, there's no wrong or right answers, and we'll only choose one answer for each question. And if you have any questions as we're going through it, you just ask. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you ready?
Yeah.
All right. The first one is this: do you make your own meals or snacks? Yes or no?
Yes.
You
I
do.
make my own. Yeah.
Okay. Do you do that sometimes, most of the time,
All
or
the
every
time.
time? All the time. Okay. So then the second question is, do you take care of your own clothes?
Yes.
Okay. Do you do it sometimes, most
All
of the
the
time?
time.
All the time. Okay. Do you do chores in your home?
Yes. All the time.
All the time. Okay. And then, do you keep your own personal items together?
Yes.
Okay. Do you do it sometimes?
All the time.
All the time. Okay.
That's what people like me have answer that I could keep in order.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Now then, do you do simple first aid or medical care for yourself?
I call the doctor and they give me something.
Okay, so
Give me
like if you say you get a
cut or like I had one time I had an axe came down and
Ow.
cut my leg.
Yeah.
And I had to be rushed to the hospital quick.
well, that's pretty serious. But I'm just talking about little things. So like if you get a cut on your
real cut, I do that by myself. But
Okay,
with big cut,
you get help. What about so let's say you get a little cut, or if you have to take some pills. Do you do that for yourself or just
myself
Okay, do you do it for yourself sometimes, most
all,
of the time?
all the time.
All the time. Okay. Now then, do you take good personal care and grooming of yourself? Like, do you brush your own hair,
Yeah.
brush your teeth,
Yeah.
and all those things? You do? So do you do that
Yeah,
sometimes?
all the time.
All the time. All right. Now then, next question then is, do you make friends with others your own age?
Yeah,
Okay.
all the time.
All, okay.
I make friends with everybody, young, middle aged, and old.
That's right. You're good at making friends. So now we're going to move to the next section, okay? Now remember, this is section 2. So each one of these questions tells the beginning of a story, and then it also tells how the story will end. And so your job is to tell what happened in the middle of the story. So to connect the beginning and the end. Okay? So I'll read the beginning and the ending of each story, and then you fill in the middle, okay?
I need hook on both ends.
That's right. All right, you ready? So here's the beginning of the first story. And so we're going to just kind of pretend, and you think about what the middle should be. So, Bill, you're sitting in a planning meeting with your boss. You want to learn to work the computer, but your boss wants you to learn to work the cash register, and you can only learn one of them. That's the beginning of the story. The story ends with you learning to work the computer, which is what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
So how did you get to work the computer? What did you say to your boss, or what did you do?
I said, put me through training and schooling so I can learn computer.
Okay. All right.
Well, I like to go to school.
You do. All right. Did you say anything else, or did you do anything else to learn the computer?
I went around and watched the other people, see how they did.
Okay. That's good.
I've been told learn lots of people, and that way you will know how to do it.
Perfect. That's a good idea. Good job. You did a good story. So should we just read it, the whole thing?
Yeah.
All right, Bill. So you were sitting in a planning meeting with your boss. You wanted to learn to work the computer. Your boss wanted you to learn to work the cash register, but you could only learn one of them. But you told him to put you through a training and schooling so that you could learn. And then you watched other people to see how they did it. And so the story ended with you learning to work the computer.
Yeah.
All right. Good job. Good job. All right, one more of these. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Now then, Bill, you go to your job one morning and you find out that you do not have some of the papers you need. You're upset because you need those papers to do your job. The story ends with you using the papers to do your job. So what's the middle part? You don't have the papers. It kind of upsets you because you don't have them. But the story ends with you getting them.
I would tell my boss I forgot my papers, and I asked him, may I go home and get the papers? Then I call him and let him know I'm coming back.
That's good. And what was that last part? You call him
Yeah.
and tell him you're coming back.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, should we read this one?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Bill, so you go to your job one morning and you discover that you do not have some of the papers you need. You're upset because you need those papers to do your job. So you tell your boss that you forgot your papers and you ask him if you can go get the papers. Then, when you're at home, you call him and you tell him that you're coming back because you got your papers.
Yeah.
And then, so then the story ends with you using those papers to do your job.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. Good job.
Okay.
So, I'm going to ask you to about how you would plan for the future. So, again, there's no right or wrong answers, and for each question, just tell me if you've made plans and what the outcome would be. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Over here?
No, I'm going to do this one.
Okay.
Okay. Unless you want to do those.
No.
All right. Where do you want to live in 5 years, Bill? And it can be where you live now. It can be anywhere you want.
I must have my own house.
Okay. I want to live in my own house.
I'm tired of apartments.
You're tired of apartments?
14 years?
Yeah.
I'm tired. That's too much.
All right. Well, can you list some things that you should do in order to get your own house?
I'm talking to the Section A people.
Talking to who?
Chesney.
I don't know who that is.
Chesney is one help you get the houses.
Okay. All right. So you're talking to them. Are you doing anything else in order to get your own house?
I'm trying to save some money up for
Save some money. All right. Good job. So you're talking with those Sethne people.
Yeah.
And then you're saving up some money.
And I like to get where I could be close to the bus stop.
Oh, right. You like to be close to the bus. Well, that goes to our next question.
Okay.
Or one of our next questions. You ready for the next one? Says, what kind of transportation do you plan to use in 5 years?
Still planning on using the metro buses.
Metro buses. All right. So, can you tell me like some things that you need to do in order to use the metro buses in 5 years?
I buy a bus pass every month.
Okay.
$25, but yeah, worth it.
It's worth it, huh?
That better than putting money in the swap where people see it. I would have a card and go swipe it.
Right. So, let's see.
And then go to the bus stop.
Live close to the bus stop?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I cross the street or if it's a block down, I can walk. I do that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's good job. Anything else? If in order to continue to use the buses? Okay.
Gotta go to the bus meetings once in a while.
Okay. Go to bus meetings?
Yeah.
All right. What are bus meetings?
Bus meetings is tell you about how they make, how much money they make, and things like that, and telling the problems what you have with the some drivers.
Right. Okay. All right. So now the last one on this part is where do you want to live in? Or I'm sorry, you already told me that part. Where do you want to work in 5 years? Or you volunteer. Where do you want to volunteer in 5 years?
I still like to volunteer right where I'm at.
Okay. So at IHD.
Yeah.
All right. What do you need to do in order to keep volunteering at IHD?
Keep coming and showing up.
Okay, that's a good one, right? So now we're going to move on to section 3. So here we're going to check the answer that best describes you. So choose only one answer for each question, and there are no right or wrong answers, okay?
Okay.
So you just choose whatever best seems like you. All right. So I'm going to give you two things, either or, and you choose one of them, okay?
Yeah.
So, Bill, do you usually do what your friends want, or do you tell your friends if they are doing something you don't want to do?
I gotta do what I want.
You're going to do what you want, okay.
Nobody tell me what to do.
There you go. All right. Now, do you tell others when you have new or different ideas or opinions, or do you usually agree with other people's opinions and ideas?
I had different ideas, but I give people pointers what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you'll tell them if you have different ideas or pointers.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might help them out a little bit.
Yeah. All right. Now then, do you usually agree with people when they tell you that you can't do something, or do you tell people when you think you can do something that they tell you you can't do?
I tell them I can do all things. I can do all things in the name of the Lord, I tell them.
All right. Now then, do you tell people when they have hurt your feelings, or are you afraid to tell people when they have hurt your feelings?
I let them know they hurt my feelings.
You let them know.
And I have them sit down and talk to them, let them explain out what they talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Just like that one, the story we told, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now then, it says, can you make your own decisions, or do other people make decisions for you?
I used to make my own decisions, but UCP help me.
UCP helps you?
Yeah, now.
Okay.
So I get too many doctor appointments, and so I need some help on that.
Okay. You need help with the doctor's appointments. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Now then, are you trying hard at work? No, I'm sorry. Let me redo it. I just read it wrong. So trying hard at work doesn't do me much good, or trying hard at work will help me get a good job.
It will help me get a good job.
Okay. And then, I can get what I want by working hard, or I need good luck to get what I want.
The top one.
The top one. So you can get what you want by working hard.
Yeah.
Now then, this is our last section. And so you just tell me yes or no. Tell whether each one of these statements describes how you feel about yourself or not. There are no right or wrong answers, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now then, do you feel ashamed? Let's see. Okay, I'm going to read it just the way it says. I do not feel ashamed of any of my emotions.
What do you mean?
So, do you feel ashamed of any of your emotions?
No, I don't.
Okay. Now then, do you feel free to be angry at people that you care for?
No.
Okay. Can you show your feelings even when people might see you? Or do you show your feelings even when people might see you? Like, for instance, do you cry even if people might see you, or do you get a little angry even if people might see you?
I get behind the wall somewhere and cry.
Okay.
I don't want to show it out in front of people.
Yeah, you keep it in a private place, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I do for myself, I'm more private.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you like people even if you don't agree with them?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Are you afraid of doing things wrong? Like at your work or some other place, are you afraid of making a mistake?
No, because that way you will know the next time. Don't do it that way.
That's right. Good point. All right. Now then, is it better? What do you think? Is it better to be yourself or to be popular?
Be myself.
Okay.
Because people don't look at you being popular. They look at you being yourself.
That's right. All right. Now then, this one says, are you loved because you give love?
Yes.
Okay. And then, do you know what you do best?
Everything.
You do everything best. Good job.